Yeah, hello beautiful people, welcome back. So boy, I'm guest back again to our session of today. Guys, yesterday I made a video but my GoPro just almost went off. But due to unconditional circumstance, well today we have to proceed with the what is just called continuation. And a minute. Alright guys, back again to our session of today. And if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, guys, let's go by subscribing to this YouTube channel to make a motivation, and so that Muges will be just getting what we call motivation to make sure that he will be able to introduce one fantastic video. So guys, and to the real sense, yesterday I was just into the one-on-one video, and it was just part of it was 2 minutes and maybe some minutes. It was 2 minutes and some second exactly, where I was just made a video talking of one thing. Whoever got understood, he understood. And once my scenario, I do go with the story, I want to just back again to our session, so that whoever is just going to understand will be just understanding. Whoever will not understand, we are just going to left behind. Guys, there is here a story. There was an elephant that was just having a farm. One day, a rabbit went to the elephant farm, and the rabbit stole elephant food product. After that, the rabbit ran into his where he do stayed, where it is an anthill. Then the elephant was just back to back with the rabbit. The elephant stayed there 2 days while putting beside, like this one is just the anthill, and here we have here a hole that the rabbit just stayed. And after that, the elephant came into this where the entry of the rabbit, where it is just stayed. Then rabbit just put the waste, you see, for 2 days. Like this is a cow waste. Then the elephant just come and they put the waste. This kind of the waste reflects as a shadow. So after reflecting as a shadow, rabbit stayed there for 2 weeks. No food, because outside there was the enemy, which is just elephant. Then the rabbit, the male rabbit decided speak with the female rabbit. Okay, about now there is no food, and remember there is an elephant outside, so let's take our kids and eat them. They did so. Then after 1 full month, where the rabbit no food, kids were eaten, and also the female, or not the female, the male rabbit decided, now let's fight. That is the male and the female rabbit. Let's fight. Whoever is just going to win, just going to eat who is the loser. All right, they agree, and the male win. After winning, now it's take like a week. Now there is no also food, because the male rabbit has already eat his wife. Now the male rabbit decide, let me get inside, and not let me get outside and ask for forgiveness. After the rabbit or the male rabbit get out, he found that there is the shadow that I was just putting there as an example. There was the shadow was just left, like for the almost like 3 months. That's where the male rabbit regrets. Why I didn't ask for forgiveness? Why I didn't ask for forgiveness? So sometimes what we call forgiveness is just what we call. Also, let me talk about this kind of an issue. Forgiveness is something small, but forgiveness also, it is something that is just profitable in terms of human life. Who is smart is just understanding me and is just going through with the story, and I'm just going to bring this kind of scenario, then we are just going into deep of this kind of the video of today. Guys, since I started YouTube, this is the year of 2025, and I started YouTube, it was 2024. It was 2024 after finishing my second level of education. I used to use the phone that I was just having, that I work hard, the phone that I was just working hard, mining sand, using my a lot of energy, working here and there, so that I can just get something. So I got such kind of a phone in terms of revising and whatever, in terms of improving of my educational level, because I was just almost to have my final exam. We just staying into African, mostly in Kenya. They know what I'm just meant in terms of second level of education. So I used those kind of a phone, and it was a phone of Samsung A12 that I got as a second-hand phone. I used to vlog with that kind of a phone after I finished my second level of education. Then yesterday I was just making a video. I don't know why, just because I managed to, maybe I didn't also went again and watch my video again, but it was what we call sad, when just comes as we cannot entertain with those kind of nonsense interrogation. It's all about it. I fear no man. Yesterday I mentioned it to the video. I fear nobody, and I fear no human being, and I fear no woman, and I fear no man. Since being I'm a human being, and the both of us, we were just being created with the powerful Almighty. Guys, there is an incident was just participated when Mogesi was just to be taken. The GoPro was just to be taken off, or to be taken out from Mogesi. I'm just using GoPro 12. People who are just know GoPro 12 is just the secondary test, because right now we have also GoPro 13. But GoPro 12, alright, GoPro 13, it has just taken like I don't know how I'm gonna just talk it. GoPro 13, it has taken like almost like a month since it has just been introduced, or like 5 to 1 month since it was being introduced. That, you see. So curiosity, where there was a village saga in terms of land problem, in terms of some of small issue, and it's just useless issue. where I mentioned yesterday into the video that if you are just being pushed to be a goon, there is some of the position that you can just act like a goon, but also there is a position that you can act like you are not a goon. People, they are different. People, they do think different. The way you see Mogesi thinking is not the same the way you think you are just thinking. If you think that maybe you're gonna just defeat Mogesi in 1 or 2 or 3 different way, it's not the way Mogesi he's just made. Or if I'm just thinking the way I wanna just defeat you into 1, 2, 3 things, it's not the way you are just thinking, because maybe at a given moment I wanna just confirm that you are just above. So those are small issues. Those are small issues. We cannot fight, we cannot learn, we cannot move here and there while watching you, while throwing you into these 1, 2, 3 things, or speaking with you into 1, 2, 3 things. What I meant with this, I have no time. Right now, I have no time because I have the construction that I'm just conducting here. That maybe at a given moment I'll be just making something. That maybe in terms of my palette, they will be just appreciating that. Go into our ground, surfable. Into our ground, we have maybe a permanent house. And it's not what I'm just planning. I'm just planning also for something else. Just planning for something else. It is evening session and I'm just broadcasting this kind of the video one-on-one, and we're gonna just talk about there is a person who I just sent that today this GoPro 12 for Mogesi, it will be not being seen again. Guys, I have been working hard, so hard, passing terrible situation. It's true, until into that position I get nothing, but into the miracle where I found one of the subscriber who got in touch and said that maybe Mogesi will be just needing a GoPro, and I got this kind of a GoPro. There is a session that today I wanna just also again analyzing, or I wanna just talk about. There is a guy called Jamaican Uncle. He promised much of the people GoPro. I was among, and I remember I was the second. I was not the second, but I was the third amongst to the people who are just being promised at the first. But at long last, where it's got we're gonna talk about jealousy. We're gonna talk about something else, but also we're gonna see which is the correct part. We are just moving to where you are. Back again to our session of today. Guys, much of the people, they got jealous of me because since I started this kind of YouTube platform, I do made some step, even although I'm just coming slowly, and it's just true, but I made what is just tangible. At first I made the boutique. people they do understand, and the people they know that I was just having the boutique. I made the boutique at the first, and at the second I made a rabbit project, and at the third also I made goat projects, where I was just keeping the goats. All of those I was just being goat support. I can't hide nothing. Come again to the boutique. It has passed like 3 weeks since the boutique was just stolen, and it went like that. I never went there because I was just disappointed. Since the act was just being participated, I didn't went back there. Much of the people, much of the villagers, neighbors, also intruder, they were just talking about, oh Mogesi, do something, just visit what we call witch doctor. I stand with one point. Guys, that I usually, into my video, I usually mention this kind of a point where I usually talk about I'm not a loser, and I'm still prospering. Maybe whoever was just sent the goon to attack the boutique, I always say big salute for you, because you made it, because it happened and it went. But also I'm not going to cry, because I'm a man. You see, I don't know people if they are just getting the full lick up what I'm just trying to talk about, because I'm still alive. That is one point that I'm just appreciating, that usually make me also to smile. You see, I have been got one of the challenge also, where the channel of Mogesi, who is just speaking here, was just being hacked, and it went. But miraculous or miracle, I want to just talk about miraculous, because we will just talk about, oh Mogesi, you never understand English, but because of the placement, guys. That's why maybe sometimes I want to just, sometimes it's difficult for Mogesi to sound some words, but I'm just trying my best to make sure that I'm just making it happen. So guys, there is a time the channel was just hacked. There is a time, this one is not the first time for Mogesi's channel to be hacked, or for Mogesi to be got problems in terms of issues, in terms of attacking. What made me to speak about that is this. Guys, there is a time, this kind of the boutique that I was just having, it was just attacked at the first time. Fantastic. That is just its gains, guys. Alright, there is a time I made a video talking about the boutique was just being attacked. Also the second time, where also I made it was just one-on-one. It was just one-on-one, where the boutique also was just being attacked. Also we make what we call fantastic. My friend, you look like a European. You look like a European.
I'm democratized, man. Yeah. You are looking my. I hope it's not Pakistan.
Which is this one?
I think it's Korea.
Korea.
Or
Exactly. I think so. It can be.
Korea or Pakistan?
Not Pakistan.
How is everything, man?
Everything is good.
Everything is califragistically nice.
Exactly.
I see your work is democratized here.
The work is just ongoing.
Everything is properly done.
Exactly.
I see it is called the concrete gutter is being prepared here with something else.
It's all about the preparation. Maybe.
Preparation.
Yeah, exactly. Because soon we are just going to call the gut. We are just going to
call.
Is it built or what?
No, it's called constructing.
Constructing the gut.
Yeah,
so soon will be able to construct the gut. Maybe like a week or not.
It's gonna be democratizing.
Exactly.
So
to
I
make
see people are timberizing here and everything is so fantastic.
Exactly.
Exactly. So wherever you are, beautiful people, welcome back. It's Anas going to back again to the root of today. Here we are, it's one-on-one. So I look califragistically very fantastic at this kind of the rate. And I was riding here a little bit and I'm passing one way to make sure that this kind of the village is gonna be hit today again.
Exactly.
So today gonna be a thunderstorm coming and making sure that everything is aligned up where necessary.
You know, there is a, you know what I do shocked it's going to? There is some of things that we do made it, but or we do participate, but people, they never understood that it's the reality.
Oh, yeah, things
Maybe people, they are not understanding what is just written. Listening and understand.
Understanding the real thing that is coverage here. Is Ernest available?
Yeah, he's available.
At home?
No, he's not at the ground,
At
but
the village.
He's just into the market.
So I have seen electricity here. So why can't you drop it?
My friend, you know what it has just meant? It's all about people who right now is just, we're gonna just call them as millionaire. They are the people that have the electricity.
No, my friend.
Let me tell you.
My friend, even you look for the money.
Yeah.
Look for the money. Go to Kenya Power.
Kenya Power.
Tell them I want one pole to be dropped. One pole.
It's like 100 meters.
No, it is not even 100. These are around
like 70.
No,
maybe
from that pole to your home here.
I'll just maybe put here a post.
Some a little bit of some 35 to 40 meters.
No.
From that pole to this house here.
It's just coming like
meters.
70
meters. Do you know 100 meters?
100 meters
is a field of football.
A half.
A field of football.
Is it a full field?
Yeah, from the start of the goal to the other goal is 100 meters. So this pole to this one is 35 to 40 meters, man. How many? You ask the fundis there. How many meters? 35.
35.
Yeah, 35 is only a dropping cable, not even a pole.
But no, a dropping cable is just very far.
Who told you it's very
because
far?
Since
a dropping cable,
you know,
let me tell you.
Let me tell you it's going to. You know, once there is this kind of person, it's just a person from Europe, you see. Chief Matiko was just conducting that kind of project. You know, once I will be just say that,
my friend, let me tell you one thing. Let me give you a story. There's one day, one person in Nyabohanse, due to the first upcoming of electricity in Nyabohanse, the first orientation of the electricity. He was the first person to get electricity from the transformer up to his home.
Yeah.
Then every pole was aligned, and the last pole that was there, it was put the way it was just inside that kind of a homestead, inside, so the compound. So when another person wanted to get electricity from the same pole, the guy refused. Said that you have to pay me the money that I brought it from there up to here so as we can now talk. So you have to compensate me the way I've just brought it very near. You understand?
Yeah.
Then, do you know what the company did? Very early in the morning, around 4, they came and drilled outside the compound another hole. And they put another pole. Then they just jumped in the compound. They terminated, they removed the wires from there. They brought them outside, the pole that is outside. Then from that kind of an outside, they just pulled up that kind of the pole again from inside, brought it outside. So again, they just made it away. They made it a lean to the person who needed it. Then they terminated from the same person. Do you know that the same person who was complaining that you have to compensate me had again to apply for electricity? You can never joke with a company, my friend. This is a company. It's like the way I just took the Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi cable from Nyabohanse. I paid 21,000 until it reached at my home.
Yeah.
Then when it reached at the section there, people started dropping. Do you think that I will go and tell them that no, I'm the one who brought it from Nyabohanse, so they have to give me something small so they can just get it from there?
That is all about in terms of useless.
The company
Not
doesn't
the company.
have compensation.
It's not about the company, but
Yeah.
it's just about of useless. Because if you are not thinking, it's all about development.
Exactly. So that's what I'm telling you. Go talk to Kenya Power. I need electricity because it is here. You need electricity. They budget for you. That one pole, this is a one pole, and they'll know how to strategize it. Then they'll give you the quotation. After that quotation, if you have that money, pay it. Then they'll come and drop from here. They'll just terminate this kind of a pole from inside. They put it outside because it's a lane that is passing of electricity already. So they'll put it outside. Then they'll just give you electricity. So it's not a matter of who is a millionaire here.
Fantastic.
Exactly. And you understand it's the system, it's the route to talk about this, the lean, that they just took it from Ayamaro was needing it the last time. And they came and talked about it. Was
You know,
not
we were
going.
having here a post. You
Yeah,
see,
I
even
remember. There's a post that
there is
was
a-
here and another one at the...
you see this one?
Yeah.
This one it was just cut. We were having the electricity here. This one was just a post.
Yeah, but remember, when this kind of the company they came, I was there, and I was the one who was representing Maro during that kind of the time.
I remember,
Do you
also
remember
there
this-
is a
the-
day we go into the helipad, talking about such kind of the issue
No,
of
there's a day now.
electricity.
There's now the company.
He called the
com-
MP. You remember?
Not even that day. Now there's a day this kind of the same people came. Well, I was representing him because I left him while Roshi was complaining too much that he has to be around her during
Yeah,
that time. So I had to take that chance.
It was
So
all
when we
about
came here,
it was
this
all
kind of-
about cold time.
cold season.
Yeah.
So during your uncle here refused that you will never get electricity from me here because I'm the last man standing with the electricity during that time. And when they came, the electricity was coming here and going that way. No, it was cutting at the middle.
There is
Then
a post there.
Yeah, there's a pole there which is electrified and it's
Is
just
there-
a pole for electricity. Then this pole, it was a manual pole.
Exactly.
Yeah, and these are the poles that made them not to have electricity going.
You see the way the line is just going
The line was just there. I
to
understand.
Congratulate,
Exactly.
going to Maro. Those are the manual posts.
Even right now, there are much of the cables still hanging there. I understand because that was the point and that was how everything was just moving. So, and to that kind of the point, I understand how the things are just running. So for you, just apply, then everything will just be good. Or buy solar system if you don't want much of the troubles here.
Exactly. And I heard people they were just talking about you are sneaking into the village out from the village.
I had gone a little bit. I had some 2-3 things to do in Kisumu, and eventually I'm back to the village here to make sure that everything is getting good and everything is so fantastic. And everything is just rechanneled because sometimes we go to rush outside a little bit and also relaxing. You understand, it was the last time we had a funeral at my home there.
Exactly.
And I had to relax my mind because I had a good bond with my father at that kind of the juncture. So it got as abrupt and I was having a little bit of 2-3 stresses here.
Yeah.
So I had to go to Kisumu a little bit, refresh myself. Sometimes whenever I go and swim in the lake, everything gonna be so awesome. So I have swum and I went up to down because I'm how do you call it, going down easy?
A swimmer or what?
No, not a swimmer. That one of putting it this way and then this one.
You are having an oxygen.
No,
Eh.
no, I can go down. How is
You
it
sink
called?
down
I sink. I go down and bring sand.
for fantastic.
I can go down and bring sand. Exactly. And to the real fact, it was a good experience and everything is so fun. And nobody is just getting out with much of how people are going to be talking about. You understand, whatever going to be happening,
Yeah.
much of the people, they have to speak because it's the tune and it's the time for them to speak also and make sure that everything is so fantastic.
Exactly. Back
Yeah,
again to the village and
Back again
welcome.
to the village and I'm welcomed here.
Exactly.
And already the shenanigans and the telenovela are going to be commencing right now.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Let's back again to our session of today.
Yeah, man.
Have you ever been grabbed what you just call a GoPro?
Grabbed. To
Grab
me,
this in Kutolo.
yeah, somebody to snatch you. Snatching.
Or he can just come and pick, or he can just send some. Maybe you can just being attacked and.
Yeah, some people can formulate, because sometimes, even me, whenever I'm shooting much of the videos, I always make sure that the GoPro is tied here, because it has some rope. Talk about that kind of a string, so I have to tie it onto my waist. Talk about the wrist, so they can just, so you cannot grab it, so it cannot pass my, because even my hand is so bigger than even the congrats that here. You know, understand? So it's very big, man. Yeah. It looks like you can. Yeah. So like whenever I put it here, so nobody can snatch it and get away from it. So to me, I've never been snatched, even in Nairobi, and I know how to associate with those kind of the people.
And there is what we call struggle, and maybe after struggling, maybe a person gonna just say that, oh my gosh, I just married. How can I just help this kind of person or this kind of the guy? Okay, you as Gint, we're going to talk about, let me help Mogesu with a GoPro.
Yeah.
You know, there is this kind of a session. Do you remember the time that we were just being promised for the GoPro?
I know.
And I think during that time, you are the one that was just given a GoPro.
I was the only person.
Before being promised.
Yeah.
The GoPro was just brought.
It came. I was only.
Even you are not
informed.
No, exactly.
Yeah. The only thing, the rumors came. Only rumors came. That, oh, you understand, oh, Gintu, you
there
have
is
a
some
GoPro.
supplies. No, there is some substance.
There's somebody who told me, no, the manager.
No. You forget.
The man, before it, I was told.
Let me tell you. I remember there was a time that we were just told there is some dollars is just going to be given out.
Yeah.
And all of us were just, dollars. I remember that is the first time I touched $50. Yeah, exactly. It was $50.
Yeah. And so many ways of making sure that, oh, these boys, better they could have stolen a dollar, they are going for exchange rate. This kind of the people knew a shamba.
I was the first person to run to the bank to make sure I'm just.
You don't understand. Whenever now you deliver.
All you are the one.
No, I was not. Yeah, you and
no.
I was not the one. I was given late. You are the people who are given earlier, and I was given late hours, so you can just do the video.
You know, the real things is one. Those kind of the dollars were just being, if Mugesu was just given $50, was to make some changelets at the villa.
Exactly.
So that the Mugesu will be just given like, like $50 is
around
6,000.
Yeah.
So Mugesu was to be given 2,000.
Or 4 or 5.
Exactly.
I understand. It became in a way that whenever the dollar, you are given a dollar, there was a person who was stand by to ask you that, give me that one, I give you this one. So I understand. My brother there, who is just at that kind of the juncture, was the one who was handling it. And whenever he hears that, oh, Mungese has gone to change in the bank, he feels like he could have he can even throw you out, because you never gave the guy the dollars, because he was the one to collect much of the dollars and others to be given the Kenya currency. And it was so flabbergastic at that kind of the juncture. I can just remember during that time. Yeah.
Fantastic. So there is a day that due to an unusual circumstance, Mugesu was just being grabbed a GoPro. You know, my friend, what is an office is an office. If you are just working as a handman, where you are just mixing the cement is where the office, your office is.
That's your office, exactly.
So there is what we call jealous about this kind of GoPros. Once you have a GoPro 12 and a person have a GoPro 11, and maybe he's just a big celebrity or has much of the subscriber about you, will be just jealousy.
It will feel like, why not them?
Why not me?
Why not them?
Why not him?
Yeah.
Exactly. So there is a time that there is a, once is a goon. And once a person is just being used as a goon, he will be never style up.
Yeah.
You know what I meant as style up?
Yeah, also. Yeah, exactly.
He will be just used like a toy.
Yeah.
So this kind of GoPro 12 that Mugesu is just using, there is a time that Mogesi was just promised a GoPro, but due to an unusual circumstance, the GoPro it didn't turn up. But we're gonna just talk about is it called Insiari? I remember Insiari. Is it miraculous? Is it miraculous?
Miraculous.
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 You know, my teeth is just
your teeth is teething, I know.
Yeah.
The cups are teething.
So miraculously, I got maybe like an angel that sent to one of the subscribers talking about, oh, let me now surprise Mogesi with a GoPro.
Very much.
Instead of people that were just expecting Mogesi to have maybe GoPro 12, not GoPro 12,
11,
GoPro 7, GoPro 9, GoPro 10 or 11, Mogesi got GoPro 12.
The latest one during that.
And I remember during that time, we were the two that were just having the GoPro 12.
Yeah, exactly. Like 2 or 3.
No, we were two. Only 2 people.
Kibe was there.
Kibe.
Kibe had it. Do you remember?
The GoPro.
GoPro 12.
It was GoPro 12?
Yeah, I was the one who was using it. Very early in the morning. I have to go and wake up. Hey bro, help me, your GoPro.
And then you were starting where I was just feeding the rabbit. Then you went
the
to
rabbit
the
and also
the
trot. Yeah, horses, And I film, then I go back to the fish farm, then I cut the video, then I return the GoPro for the charging. Yeah, I can remember, it was 12.
So the GoPro 12 for Mogesi, which was just the surprise from nowhere, which even Ayamaro never understand where it just come from.
Exactly.
Even Ayamaro...
But it came while you were outside already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What I told them that they never understand even the price of the GoPro 12. They never understand.
Exactly.
Did they know even how much it just GoPro 12 it just cost?
Yeah. Some of the people, you understand the real strategy that's outside here. Most of the things are coming from out. And much of the people don't understand which kind of the price. Nobody can quote it. The real price of a GoPro at which kind of the rate.
Yeah.
They only understand that, oh, you can just go to the Google and
no. The only thing is surprise is just accepting. Is that expecting surprise from maybe UK?
That's what I'm telling you about.
USA.
That is what I'm saying. Much of the people don't know the prices.
Yeah.
But what they know is you can go to the Google and you can Google the price of it in the US or in the UK.
Yeah.
But you can never know in Kenya, go and ask in Kenya the real price of it. Because whenever it comes, it might be cheaper there. But when it lands into Kenya, my friend, things get worse. Because they're going to be having excise duty over high taxation.
Is Ayamar having a 360 CCTV?
A 360? Are you sure 360 is
because there is some of cameras. There is a time that I rescued it was some of the GoPros and also the CCTV.
Exactly, I remember. It was a CCTV, a 360 one, that was brought so as they from the Jamaican uncle, so as they can just put it inside the house. Yeah, it was for inside the house. I can just remember. And Gitri was the one who was sent to go and bring them back.
Go and bring them back?
Bring the staffs, and it was asked
not
about...
to go and bring the staff back. They were just sent so that they can just speak with the Mogesi.
No,
so
at first they came to the name of Gidriba. Then when he just called the post office, he was told the excise duty that they were just wondering.
Is it taxi?
Yeah, tax. It was just very huge, and they could not afford it.
Yeah.
So they had to look for a person who has recently occupied the post offices in Kisumu. So they had to be told that you remember, Mogesi yesterday was there or yesterday but one, so ask him. So that's why they came to you.
Yeah.
And they had to plead themselves, go down and talk about, hey bro, help us so they can just get this kind of instrument.
And I did it.
Yeah, you did it.
In a polite way.
Yeah. Joshua.
So guys, it's all about things that is just ongoing, and we're gonna just update much of the things that is just coming. So keep it locked and keep it locked. Things is just coming, more it and leads. It's all about time. Have you ever seen smoke coming out? Maybe it's just coming out from the bush. with no fire.
It's called a burning bush.
That is a burning bush. You're gonna just see a fire but no smoke.
Oh, it is like you see smoke, but there's no fire.
No fire.
Maybe it is nani. Maybe it is
Smoke.
charcoal.
No, charcoal. There is a fire inside.
No, but
Maybe we're gonna just talk about is it smoke or fog? Is it smoke or fog?
Which one are you talking
Let's go
about? In the morning?
to what?
You're going to
geography.
Yeah, we have fog. We have
Smog.
no fog.
We have fog. Also, we have smog. We have what we call dew. Dew is the one that is just dropping water droplets.
Is in the grass.
So it's smog.
Smog.
It is smog.
Talk
Igitu.
about, yeah,
Igitu.
exactly.
Is a smog. Eh? So you're gonna just see a smog. Now we are just into smoke, but no fire, just not burning. It's all about that. Because once the fire is just written, you'll have a sound called ta 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 ta.
You can know
But
there's a
if
burning
there is
something.
a smoke also, you see that there is a dangerous there.
There's something burning somewhere.
Yeah, there is something that is just burning
part of
somewhere.
the-
But no ta ta ta. Now you'll be shocked.
Yeah.
Maybe,
There's something burning somewhere.
maybe, but also, it's all about time.
It's gonna be coming to you live, which is 1-on-1, and keep it tuned, keep it locked, because much of the things will be coming right now at this kind of the spot, and we are there to give you much of the respondent that's just ready to come out at this kind of the 5 cents of the time. We are back to the village to make sure that everything is straightforward.
Exactly.
Let's go with it.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.